ciyaaraha noocyadooda kala duwan ayaa dunida waxaa tartan adag ee u galan sidii guulo kala duwan loo soo hoyin lahaa. Dalalka geeska Afrika ku yaala ayaa inta badan waxyaabaha ay u loolamaan waxaa ka mid ah ciyaaraha noocyadooda fudud ee orodada iyo weliba ciyaaraha kale. Dalkani Kenya waxa ay leeyihiin kooxo kala duwan oo qaranka matala islamarkaasina u safra dalal fogfog si ay guulo uga soo hooyiyaan. Inta badani ayaa waxay tababaro ku qaataan buuraha kala duwan iyo weliba dhulka qabowga daran leh si jirkooda halkaasi uu u adkaado islamarkaasina ay u yeeshaan adeeg aad u buuxa.
My name is Linda Oseso and I throw the hammer for Team Kenya. So I competed for Kenya 2010 to 2014, and so would come back home every year for trials and to make the team that was relevant for that specific year. Then I took some time off, and this is my first year back. It's exciting to be back home in Kenya representing the country, looking forward to wearing the uniform again and carrying our representing us well out in Birmingham. So I threw shot put and discus in high school, and that I started because I was playing basketball and I got injured. I dropped a 25-pound weight on my toe, and a friend of mine, and didn't make the basketball team, was cut from trials. And a friend of mine asked me if I was interested in doing track and field in the spring, because basketball is a winter sport. And I said, yes, why not? I fell in love with the shot put and discus. And eventually, I think it was my junior or senior year, a coach from the university I went to, UC Berkeley, so Cal, saw me at a track and field. I think it was our championship meet, and was like, hey, I think you'd be a good hammer thrower. And I was like, okay, I don't know what the hammer is, but I was willing to learn. And so I got the opportunity to throw in college, and that's where I actually learned how to throw the hammer. Kept doing it for several years. I think I started learning in 2007, 2008, and then kept doing it and competed for Kenya till 2014. And then took a break for 7 years. I guess this is year 8 coming back. Interesting being back again with the same team of similar people who are still here competing and representing the country. In 2012, my personal best is 60 meters 80. That's what I've done then. I'm still trying to get to my PR to date. I've been to several African championships in Benin, Morocco. Kenya was my first one. Actually, my first competition ever for the country was here in the African Championships. Been to World University Games in China, and then the Commonwealth Games in Delhi and Glasgow. And then most recently we went to Mauritius for the African Championships. Yeah. My target is to do my best. This is my first year, as I mentioned, this is my first year back. I want to come out and represent the country well. I'm excited and honored to be here, and thankful to Athletics Kenya and the ministry for the opportunity to represent the country. So I want to just go out and represent well. I think things like the Keep Kano Classic, where several of the throwers got to compete in that, are great exposure to other international athletes who throw at the world-class level. And I think that's been inspiring for a lot of my colleagues in what I hear in speaking to them. I think I came back because I felt like I personally hadn't achieved my full potential in leaving early on, but also I came back because I wanted to see how can I contribute to the sport in Kenya, or to the sports, let me say the field events, the throwing field events in Kenya. And so my hope is that hopefully we can advocate for training camps for our athletes. I won't lie, it's a lot to balance between work and training. I luckily have a very supportive boss and organization that I work for, and so they've been supportive in my endeavor of going out this year to compete. But usually I make it work. I train in the morning, I go to work, and then I train in the evening, and so I won't lie, it's a lot, but it's something that I enjoy, and so I miss the hammer and decided that this year we're going to try and see how to make it work and then see what it looks like for the years to come.